The Lillies purchased a lake lot that had a home already on it. They originally wanted us to design a remodel for them. It was a nice home, sturdy home, but it really didn't accomplish what they wanted in a vacation home. So as we looked at the project, we considered the cost of removing the original house on the site and building a new home. The Lillies, I think, met Brian through another friend, and they asked Brian to also participate in the bid process. Well, through that process, he was awarded the bid. Brian, I got 3 questions for you. Okay. The rod on this home is going to go up to the band?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We always had some agenda when we met with Brian. So if he was calling us or the Lillies were calling us to meet Brian about a particular thing, we always came prepared to, either resolve a problem or discuss detail. You're following the band around here,
right?
And it comes all the way to this stone column.
Put it pure and simple, whatever he wants to do, we'll do.
I remember one day specifically driving up to the site, and even before we got out of the car, looking at the framed roof, because the roof had just been framed. No decking on the roof, nothing, just rafters. And I remember looking at that house and looking at Tim and saying, this house is on the money. They've got it, they've nailed it. In this particular case, we used a company out of Franklin, North Carolina called Cabin Creek Timber Frames. We designed the original timber frame in concept. And Cabin Creek actually took our CAD files and developed a working print for that timber frame and had it engineered by a local engineer. And they also set the timber frame. All the shingles that you see on this house are individual shingles. A lot of materials are made now where they bond shingles to plywood and you can put up 20 at a time. These were put up one at a time. It was done the old-fashioned way. The selection of stone, it was a local stone, and the stonemason, very creative fella. I like your angle support there.
I tell you the way I do a lot of things. I rely on the peace of mind of a little overkill.
He came up with a pattern that was a little different than patterns that we had used in the past. Dry stack stones are typically rectangular in shape. Leo, the stonemason, told me about the round rocks, and he actually worked in some round rocks in that pattern. I've never done that before, but it looks absolutely fabulous. The Lillies asked us, please, do not short us on the amount of glass you put on the back of the house, because we want to see that lake no matter where we are in this house. I would say the biggest challenge in the design phase was actually accommodating the Lillies' wants and needs to the space we had on this lot. That challenge was a good one because it allowed us, because of the shape of the shoreline on this property, it allowed us to give the house some shape, and we really followed that shoreline. And when we presented this original design concept to the Lillies, they were very excited about it. And then from there we just refined those spaces, and we ended up with the house that's now constructed.